What is going on, everyone's Nero again, and welcome to Game Dev Tycoon. Game Dev Tycoon is a simulator game where basically you're a game developer, and your entire goal is to grow within the gaming development industry. Basically, take your little game developer cycle business thing and try and grow it and become the next big thing. I played a bit of it and went bankrupt and lost. There's a way to lose. You can go bankrupt and just be a failed business altogether. And that's what happened to me. So I figured now we're gonna record this. We're gonna post a little let's play, a little playthrough of this here, and hopefully we can go through all 35 years, have some fun, and hopefully I think there is a way to beat the game. So we're gonna try and do that. I have played a bit, like I said, and we're gonna go here to new. There you go. We're gonna start off here. I'll be explaining things as it goes. This is giving me the option to skip tutorials, but I'm not going to skip the tutorials because you guys may or may not have played this game before or seen this game before. So we'll be able to do that. So we're just going to note skip. Welcome to Game Dev Tycoon. In this business simulation, you have been transported back in time to start your very own game development company right at the beginning of the PC revolution. In the next 35 years, you can build your dream company, create best-selling games, gain fans, and become the leader of the market. Before you can start the adventure, you have to give your upcoming company a name. Alright, so I'm thinking Nero Games. I'm naming myself Nero. We're going to go as a guy. Let's see here. There's slight character customization. Not a whole lot, but there is some. And I think there's only one brown-haired guy, which would be that one with like the mullet-looking thing. Oh, no, there we go. Less mullet. All right, perfect. What do we want for a t-shirt? Something classy. I think that green looks good. Nice little green plaid. Looks like I'm definitely coming out of the freaking 60s. So we're going to go with that. Unlock hints. Ew, no. All right, that'll give me hints from like last time I played that. I don't want to know. So, a tutorial. If you ever want to review tutorial messages, you can do so in the help menu. Okay. Congratulations! You've just started your own game development company. At the moment, your office is in a garage and you're the only employee, but don't worry, many successful businesses have started out this way. Let's start developing your first game. Close this message and click anywhere in the screen to begin the action menu. Alright, so right now, like I said, where it's kind of like a business development thing, I'm a game developer and I'm trying to go ahead and become big in the game. I'm trying to be the next big game developer, you know. I'm basically starting off by myself in my garage. And we're going to start here. But right now, if you click, basically I don't really get anything. Like all I can do right now is develop a game. And they're taking out monthly costs because that's like the cost of running my little business here, which is $8,000. So we're going to start this off here. The only thing we can really do is start a new game. Before development can begin, you have to decide what kind of game you want to create to give your new game a name. You can also select which graphic technology your game should use. Your options are initially limited, but once you have a bit of experience, you'll be able to unlock new options. Alright, so here we are. Topics: detective, life, sports, or virtual pet. And the genres we can choose from are action, adventure, RPG, simulation, and strategy. What's kind of neat is these are different from the first time I played. The topics were different. The first game I ever made on this game, when I wasn't recording, I was just playing through the game initially. I did a pirate RPG. But as you can see, I don't have pirates as a topic, so the topics change every time you play, which I think is kind of a neat one. Judging from what we see right here, I think a sports simulation game will be a pretty good one. And if we choose the platform in which we're going to put this game on, it can be PC or a G64. I'm not even sure what a G64 is. Maybe it was a competitor of the PC. I'm not sure. But we're going to go with PC. What should we name the game? Nero, no, I guess all caps isn't necessary. Nero football. It's got to be a number. But what year is it? Nero, I'm just going to call it Nero football to start. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to call it Nero football at the initial phase of it. The graphics we're going to choose, it could be text-based or 2D graphics. I mean, what would the fun to be a text-based football game? I don't know, it just want to be that fun, I don't think. We're going to go 2D graphics, and we're going to start our development. These little bubbles here, as I develop, will like determine how well my game's doing in terms of design technology. Game development runs through 3 stages. At the beginning of each stage, you can decide what areas of the game you want to focus on. Picking the right focus for your game greatly increases the points you generate. And the more points you have in technology and design, the better your game will be. Think about which areas are important to the game, which are important for your game, and decrease the focuses on the areas that you think are less important. If you want to read a brief description of different areas, please refer to the help menu. Alright, so here we are in our sports simulation game. There's no story. There's no story in a sports game, really. Gameplay is key. Engine's pretty good, but if I lower engine, as you can see in the bar, the green will get bigger. That means we'll focus even more on gameplay. So I'm thinking we lower the engine down a bit, but while still having a little bit of focus on the engine. But mainly, gameplay is going to be key in this sports simulation game, I think. Game development has now started. While developing your game, you will generate game points, which you can see bubbling up. Game points are divided into design points and technology points. The more points you generate, the better the game will be. See? I know my stuff, kinda, even though I went bankrupt my first time playing. From time to time, there will also be bug points generated. These points become less likely once you gain experience. Bugs should be fixed before the game is released to increase development time and cost. Yeah, we got 2 bugs. Alright. Stage 2. Dialogue, level design, or artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is very big in the sports simulator. Dialogue's not really... Well, I guess we can have some dialogue and some level design, but for the most part, the artificial intelligence is what you really need in a sports game. Especially a football one where the blockers... You need to have blockers with good AI. Look how many bugs we're getting. Oh, goodness. During development, you can add additional features to your game. Right now, you can only pick basic sounds, but your options will increase quickly. Selecting additional features makes the game generally better, but also increases the cost. You will also see the graphic type you selected when you define the game. This is to remind you of your choice. You cannot change type of graphics mid-game. So basic sounds and graphics. World design, graphics, and sound. So I'm thinking graphics, pretty big one. There's no real world design in a sports simulation, so we're gonna put that like all the way down. And I think we'll have decent sound in this. We'll keep it right about there. We're also getting some research points, which we'll be learning what those do here shortly. Alright, game is finished. The development of your first game is now complete. You can press the finish button to publish your game, and you should only do so once you fix the majority of bugs. Releasing a game without fixing bugs can severely affect your ratings, and so you should only ever consider that if you need the cash or you can't afford to wait. As you can see, you just wait a little bit, the bugs go down. Occasionally, I found if you just kind of chill out a little bit, you take more time, your guy will end up putting more stuff into the game. As you can see, we just got a couple things for design and a couple things for technology, but we just spent $8K in monthly expenses, and we're losing money as it goes. So I think we're gonna have to finish Nero football right now. The development of your game is now finished. While developing games will gain experience and improve your skills. When development is completed, you will be presented with a summary of the experience gained. I'm hoping this game does well. 13 and 15 is a pretty good combination, I think. Alright, I hope so anyway. Where's my water? Water's amazing. These are different experience bars. The higher level I get in certain things, the more stuff I can unlock, like better graphics or better world design or better artificial intelligence and such. Here's the moment. We release Nero Football. Your game is now complete and will be handed off to publishing. We should see reviews and sales coming in for the game soon. Alright guys, so funny story. Right as we're ready to get the game reviews out for our game, Nero Football, the internet guy came. He's supposed to be checking out our internet today, and I forgot all about it. And so I'm like quickly rushing around and, moving everything out of the way and getting it so he could do this. And wow, that was random. Alright, that aside, it is time for the reviews of Nero Football. Come on, come on. 6 out of 10. This game is a masterpiece. 7. Oh, beautiful. I like You Informed Gamer. Their focus on graphic really served the game very well. Come on, get not another 7. Shows potential. It's not too bad. We didn't have a great outing, but we had a pretty good one. After publishing a game, you can invest a little bit of time to analyze your creation and generate a game report. Game reports are a great way to gain research points as well as valuable insights into what works, what doesn't work when developing a game. To generate a game report, close this message and then click anywhere on the screen to bring up the action menu. Generate a game report. Nero Football. I want to know more about Nero Football. Nero Games, a newcomer in the game industry, has just released their first game, Nero Football, which received favorable reviews. With such a good start, Nero Games are sure to gain fans quickly. Alright, so right now we're working on our report. Gaining research points, which is good. Nero Football sold 5,009 units in the first week on the market. That puts the charts at number 80. Ooh. Now that your game is on sale, you'll receive income from the game every week. You can see how well your game is doing by looking at the sales graph at the top right of the screen, right up here. Okay. Nero Football is so successful that we now have 21 fans. Yeah! Yeah! Our post-release analysis of Nero Football is complete, and we gather the following results. Sports and simulation is a great combination. Story and quests are not very important to this type of game. I know that. I already knew both of those. Goodness. Game reports are a great way to gain research points and new insights. It pays off to generate a report for each game that you release. Now that you've completed your first game report, it's a good idea to look back at the research menu. To open up the research menu, close this message, and then... Alright. I want to watch a little bit more about our sales figures of Nero Football. Ooh. We've almost sold 10,000. We sold 10,000 units. Nero Football has achieved a company sales record with over 10K sales units. Yay! This is an important milestone in the history of Nero games. Wow, it's still a lot, but those numbers are really dwindling. Recent market studies suggest that the Govador G64 is steadily outselling competitors in the PC sector. Consumers prefer its lower price, greater availability, and flexible hardware configuration over other home computers. Experts say that it might spell the end of other hardware manufacturers. The death of PC seems likely. This game is still selling. Is it done selling? On here, let's go research. Research is an important research. This game has a lot of reading. Research is important to unlock new options and make better games. You should try to save enough research points to be able to create your own game engine. This will greatly improve your games. Hint: try to develop games with a different topic and genre combinations for a slight research boost. Well, I know I can't afford a new engine. All right, so I can have hospital, law, or transfer. I'm gonna go with hospital and start research. Looks like we sold 13,000 copies, more than 13,000 copies of Nero Football to start with. Nero Football is now off the market. It sold 13,093 units, generating $91,000 in sales. That's not a bad start. Right now we're learning about the new hospital genre, or hospital topic. Alright, so what we do now? Game history. We got Nero Football here. Yeah, we profited $52,000 off of it. Got an average review of 6.25. 51 fans out of it, and it hit 80 in the top sales ranks. Time for a new one.